Peace, love, and light, soul tribe. Welcome to my vibe. I'm the Inner Path Shaman, an intuitive psychic channeler and a generational curse breaker with a message for light workers, for star seeds, for chosen ones, for anyone on their soul's evolutionary journey. Welcome to my channel. I'm here to help you to get some answers, some clarity, some illumination from the Most High Mother and Father God, your angels, your ancestors, and spirit guides of the highest love and light. Today's message is cursed at birth. Cursed at birth. Before getting into the message, I would like to give a warm welcome to anyone listening that considers themselves to be a black cat, a black sheep, or a scapegoat. Basically, you're someone that has been ostracized, you've been bullied, you've been smear campaigned, you have been overstepped, all because you carry a special light and special gifts within your soul. You might know that light as the light of God, or the light of the universe, or the light of source, or the light of creation, or the light of life, or the light of Christ, or the light of truth, or the light of the light of truth, whichever resonates with you. I'm here for you. I'm here to help you to heal from that trauma, to close out the toxic karmic cycles, to break the generational curses, and be able to continue on or embark on your soul's evolutionary journey, which is also the expansion of that inner light. So, welcome. If you're listening for the first time, do hit that subscribe button, and for notifications, select also that you're notified every time I post an update. I would also like to give a warm welcome to my newest subscribers, both in the spirit and in the physical realms. Welcome to the tribe. Welcome to the 5D vibe. I would also like to welcome back my OGs, my day ones, both in the spirit and in the physical realms. Welcome back to another update, and thank you for rocking with me this far. Most importantly, I would like to thank you all, my soul tribe, worldwide, universe-wide, for the positive vibes, the positive feedback, and the stories that you share with me energetically, through the comments, vibrationally, or through the spirit realm. I really appreciate hearing back from you because you validate my purpose, which is to bring messages of healing, messages of illumination, messages of guidance for my soul tribe, for the collective of light, for the world from the higher realms. It's my honor to be that vessel, and I love you all. Last but not least, I would also like to express gratitude for the opposing forces that I encounter on this journey. The haters of light, the haters of life, the dark forces, because through the contrast of their darkness towards my inner light, they have shown me just how powerful this light can be, and that it must stay on at all times. I'm especially thankful that I can now share that light with my soul tribe, with the collective of light, with the world. I really appreciate that input on this journey. So let's get into the message, and before getting right in, I want to remind everyone that these messages are timeless. So when you hear the message, that's when your soul is ready to receive it. It doesn't matter when it was posted. Also, the messages are collective in nature, so only take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. If the message resonates with you today and you would like a deep dive into your personal circumstances through a personal reading, a session, coaching, or mentorship, please send me an email. The address is in the channel description. Also, if the message resonates with you today, please like, share, subscribe to help make the message more visible to others so that they too can come across this healing and illuminating message. Also, if the message resonates with you today and you would like to unblock, boost, or activate your heart chakra, especially for the multi-dimensional aspects contained in the message for yourself, add green hearts to the comments. By adding green hearts to the comments, you animate Most High Mother and Father God, or Source, or the universe to optimize your heart chakra with the 528 Hz frequency, which is the frequency of healing, the frequency of God, the frequency of love, the frequency of DNA repair. So feel free to add as many green hearts as you are divinely inspired to. And let's get into the message through tarot. So as always, these messages are for your self-awareness. Self-awareness is a very important friend, a very important ally, a very important superpower on the journey of spiritual awakening, because the reason why you awaken, first of all, is that if you incarnated, while you go on the journey of spiritual awakening, incarnating through the Piscean age meant going through the veil of forgetfulness, and the veil of forgetfulness was meant to wash out, to rinse out, to strip out, to scrub out your spirituality by putting you into a state of forgetfulness, forgetting who you are, forgetting who you incarnated to be, forgetting what your soul's blueprint is, forgetting, what your gifts are, what your talents are, like literally putting you to sleep to who you really are, and of course, putting you in a maze or a straitjacket or a rabbit hole with a narrative or a construct, instructing you who to be, and of course, something other than who you were created to be. So that's why self-awareness helps you to stay out of those rabbit holes, to stay out of those soul traps. They are soul traps. That's actually what they are, and the deep state is responsible for it. The matrix is responsible for it, because that is the dark forces. Those are the dark forces, the dark entities that have, ruled the planet for the last, little while, like for ages, for centuries, and of course are responsible for, the collapse of humanity, culminating in the Piscean age, a state where, there's, the earth is ravaged, and, and life is just trending, spiraling downwards. That is what the deep state has done to planet Earth, Mother Earth, especially at its worst has been in the Piscean age. So that means that the deep state at its worst means that beings of light, such as yourself here in the message, were put to you were put to total sleep of who you are, and of course enslaved in the matrix, in a construct that did not promote you as an infinite spiritual being having a human experience, because you knowing yourself, being aware of yourself as an infinite spiritual being having a human experience, makes you very more powerful, because everything originates in the spirit realm before it manifests or becomes a reality in the physical realm. So when you are aware of yourself as an infinite spiritual being, it means that when it comes to creativity, for example, because things that show up in the physical realm have been created in the spirit realm, good or bad. So yeah, there are bad players, bad actors in the spirit realm, like for example dark magicians, the dark forces that you hear me mention in the intros. They do cast their magic, their dark magic, their juju in the spirit realm, because it's an unseen realm, and of course they can take advantage of that nature of the spirit realm, and create something for an unsuspecting victim, create a physical reality for them in the form of a construct, a straitjacket, a generational curse spell, an MK Ultra subconscious mind program, an MK Ultra subconscious mind conditioning construct or script. Take it however it resonates with your soul and leave the rest. But when you start becoming aware of who you are, who you incarnated to be, you're actually way more than what the matrix has forced you to be, or who the matrix has forced you to be. For example, as a creative being, you are able to create things, you're able to invent things, but I could be updating a generational curse breaker that is also coming out of a narrow-minded construct, or a narrow construct where your possibilities have been limited. I could be updating a generational curse breaker that is breaking out of frequency fences. I could also be updating a generational curse breaker that is breaking out of poverty-related frequency fences, or generational curses, hexes, spells, toil and labor, generational curses, hexes, and spells. Those are limiting constructs that, of course, weaken a soul, put you in your weakest form, and, of course, unable to be at your best, at your finest. I'll be updating someone that is watched, or someone that needs to watch a past message in the channel library titled "At Your Finest." Take it if it resonates with your soul, and leave the rest. But yeah, so those constructs put you in your weakest position, and you being self-aware as an infinite spiritual being, having a human experience, put you in your best and most powerful form. And of course, it also puts you on your best and highest timeline, because as someone that is aware of yourself as having infinite possibility, because when you talk infinite spiritual being, it means, for example, infinite possibilities exist in your consciousness when you are aware of yourself as an infinite spiritual being. So, for example, when it comes to solving a problem, you can actually have a lot of possible outcomes and solutions, and of course, have choices, more than one choice available to you. So that's what awakening spiritually does too. It awakens you to the other options that you have, the other possibilities that you have, and of course, other possibilities that may be more enjoyable for you, more rewarding for you, more relaxing, more healing, more more wealthy for you, whatever that means for you, more money for you, whatever it means for you. So the matrix has put everyone to sleep in that veil of forgetfulness, and self-awareness helps you to climb out of that and to stay out of it, so that you stay aware of yourself at all times. And the more you practice, it becomes a practice, and the more you practice it, the more you actually become more self-aware and conscious, like all the time, because you want to be conscious all the time. So when you start the journey of spiritual awakening, sometimes you may, for example, be aware of yourself as a person with a certain gift or a certain talent, maybe periodically, but it's something that you're meant to be aware of at all times. So that's what awareness does. It also helps you to keep account of, or to keep stock of yourself as a soul, your gifts, your talents, so that you're not put to sleep and robbed by dark forces while you're in that sleep state. So it brings us to today's message, Cursed at Birth, and it's another self-awareness message for you to be self-aware of any patterns that may have crept in at birth, because spiritual warfare does actually start at birth, because you fight for your life from the moment you take your first breath. And of course, dark forces are always lurking, especially those that incarnated in the Piscean age. Dark forces are always lurking and waiting to siphon and harvest the energy, even of a little one, an infant, a day old, so to speak. So today's message is another self-awareness message. It's an ascension message as well, because it has happened at a collective level that we have been cursed at birth by being forced to be in narratives, be in scripts, in constructs that are not really us. For example, when you go to school, there's a certain conformity that is expected, and this is no shade to the school system, but to a certain extent, uniqueness is cut back, right, for the sake of uniformity. So that's why I'm saying no shade to the school system, because yes, to a certain extent it's done for the sake of order, for the sake of simplicity when it comes to dealing with a group of kids or hundreds of kids, for example. So indirect, and that's where the deep state comes in. The deep state takes advantage of situations like that to then propagate curses, hexes, and spells or programs that then limit someone's view or someone's access to their gifts, their talents. For example, it can happen in a school setting where a student may be forced to go a certain track and not a certain track, for example. So this can happen through generational curses, hexes, and spells. And of course, school is related to early childhood, and of course, by the time, if someone is cursed at birth by those with those learning curses or early childhood or educational curses, it's usually done at birth, and the infant is born fighting for their life and preparing for that day, preparing for that first day at kindergarten. So cursed at birth is very significant for you hearing this message, because ancient curses, also spiritual warfare starts at birth, and ancient curses also start at birth. So I could also be updating a generational curse breaker that is also closing out on generational curses, hexes, and spells that are infantile, or that are infantile curses, like curses that were cast on you, because certain conditions have to exist for certain cases. Like if it has to be an ancient curse, for example, certain ancient curses have to be cast at birth. So that's why your attention is being brought, or your self-awareness is being brought to cursed at birth. So I could also be updating someone that's going on a quest to uncover generational curses, hexes, and spells that were cast upon you at birth, infantile curses. And this is also, today's message could also be a call for someone to go on a past life regression, revisit your birth, revisit who was around you, your family or besides your family, when you were born, when you were little, when you were an infant, and especially if they disappeared, because dark forces like to do that, covert narcissists like to do that. When they cast their spells, they like to disappear and siphon and harvest the energy in silence, like out of sight, literally. You may be familiar with the saying, out of sight, out of mind. Take it if it resonates with your soul and leave the rest. And this could also be an activation, a remembrance activation for someone through the message today. It could also be a call for you to check into the meaning of your name, or your names, or your nicknames, especially those that were given you in childhood. And if any of them are low vibrational, those may actually be the curses that were cast upon you at birth, or cast upon you in your infancy. So let's get into tarot and see what else Most High Mother and Father God would like you to focus on at this time. And going on past life regressions too, it also means that you have to stay super self-aware, because going back into the past, you're revisiting those old patterns, those old constructs that forced you to conform, or that forced you to be less than, or that forced you to to be the weakest version of yourself. So being self-aware, regressing, taking those past life regressions with an awareness of who you really are, it also helps you to stay out of the past and only go in to retrieve those parts of your soul that need healing, that need closure, and of course releasing the trauma and not taking back anything into the present that doesn't resonate with your present. So this could also be a call for someone to watch a past message in the channel library titled Negative Nostalgia, or I could be updating someone that has already watched it. Yeah, it is a caution for you not to, fall into the traps of a negative nostalgia. So the first tarot message or card coming up for today's message is the World card, and I'm updating someone that is now in a state of wholeness because you are accomplishing something. You are manifesting a whole new world on your journey of spiritual awakening. So that means you are becoming who you really were born to be, or who you incarnated to be, and of course releasing those old identities, those old shells, those old constructs that were created for you by the deep state, by the matrix, or by any dark forces that have been present or that were present, especially at your time of birth or around your birth. And this could also be I could also be updating a generational curse breaker that is also breaking generational curses that may not necessarily have been propagated at the time of your birth, but they may have touched on your birth information. For example, if you're an ascended master, very likely if your information, especially if your information is available publicly, or if your birth information has been touched by other third parties, that information is your birth information, and an entity can in present day today curse your birth, just because, for example, they have seen those digits, those ascended master numbers, the life path number that you carry, the energy that you carry. So take whatever resonates with your soul and leave the rest. But you're someone that incarnated also to change the world through your experiences, your life experiences. You're also accomplishing that. And let's tap into more tarot messages and see what else Most High Mother and Father God would like you to focus on. I'm also hearing that you're going to manifest a whole new world when you unravel, or when you uncover those curses that were cast upon you at birth. It comes with Saturn energy, so I will be updating someone that's going on a quest with the Crown Mother Saturn, or it could resonate with Saturn energy or the planet Saturn. It is the energy of discipline. I could be updating someone that has now, become so disciplined on your general spiritual awakening. You've been working on those curses that were cast upon you at birth, and you have now accomplished success, victory over them. You have transcended over them. You have overcome, and you're now in this new world. Congratulations if that's you. So let's get into more tarot cards and see what else Most High Mother and Father God would like you to focus on. You could resonate with a whole new world. You could resonate with the Disney classic Aladdin, the fairy tale Aladdin, or you could have read the book as a child growing up. Take what resonates, the fairy tale growing up. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. You resonate with Aladdin's magic carpet. I could also be updating someone that's traveling. This could be astrally, or someone that is traveling in the physical realm. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. I could also be, you could also resonate with the Cave of Wonders. For someone, your new world could literally be a cave of wonders. You could also resonate with the genie in the bottle, or the genie in the lamp, Aladdin's magic lamp. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. I will be updating someone that has also dealt with an evil genie on your path, especially regarding your birth or cursed and birth. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. I could also be updating someone that has dealt with, or someone that is dealing with a Rumpelstiltskin type of character on your journey. If that's you, this message also is for you. So you carry the world in your soul. You incarnated to change the world. You incarnated to create a new world for yourself, for your bloodline, for your ancestry. You could be born because you are a generational curse breaker, and that's who chose you as a generational curse breaker. So you could be 21 years old, you could be born 1921, or the 21st of a month, you could be born the 12th of a month, you could be born February the 1st or January the 2nd. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. I could also be updating someone that's hearing through this message today for the first time that you were cursed at birth. Surprise, surprise, but Spirit already mentioned that, yeah, spiritual warfare, fighting generational curses, hexes, spells, does actually start at birth. And the good thing is, before you incarnate, you actually go over your life plan with Most High Mother and Father God, with the divine forces that you work with. So you are able to see everything light years ahead of time. The challenges you're going to experience, the kind of childhood you're going to have, and so forth. So you do come prepared. You are born prepared. You are born you incarnate, complete and whole with everything that you need to be successful on that journey. So that's why finding out the kind of cases that were cast upon you at birth, or anything regarding your birth information, is also good, because it also acts as a past life memory activation. So today's message would also be a past life memory activation for someone. Take it if it resonates and leave the rest. So you are being encouraged to rest in this Four of Swords energy, to rest, to retreat, and to just focus on meditating and relaxing, because when you're in that state, you are actually allowing intuitive messages to flow through, and of course allowing yourself to be in that swords energy, because swords is the spirit realm, it's the air realm, and swords is about mental clarity. So when you're in this Four of Swords energy, relaxing, contemplating, and of course just being in that restful energy, you allow that mental clarity, that mental sharpness to to materialize. So you could be a life path number 4. You could be born the 4th of a month. You could be born in April. You could be born the 4th of a month. I could also be updating a Libra. 4 is the number of balance. It's a number of balance. It's also the number of stability and form. So I'm also updating someone that you're manifesting a new world. You're manifesting new stability. Congratulations, new form. And you are someone that was cursed at birth. So by the looks of it, just the major energy, the world card showing up is the opener for the message. You're someone that is destined to change the world, someone that carries a lot of powerful energy, and you're larger than life, I'm also hearing. And so I could either be updating someone that is addressed those curses, those infertile curses. You have broken them, and you have unlocked your new world, or you're going on a quest because you have a big earth mission, and this part of your journey is about unraveling or uncovering those curses that were cast upon you at birth. So strength is coming through. You are being activated with strength, because it takes a lot of courage to do certain past life regressions, especially when they touch significant parts of your soul or significant parts of your life. So the strength card is coming out. I'm also updating someone that already is an ascended master, someone that has already unlocked your new world, and of course that makes you someone that is very strong, because to manifest a new world on the journey of spiritual awakening, it means that you have to wrestle with demons, you have to wrestle with devils The strength card comes with lion energy, and lions are also known as the kings and the queens of demons. That means that they have to fight and conquer and be king and queen over demons for them to earn that title, right? They're not just called kings and queens of the demons just because. It means that they fight spiritual battles and win over demons. So that's who you are. You're someone that has become dominant over demons, over dark forces on your path. You have become dominant in your position on your journey. You have stayed assertive and stayed royal on your throne in this lion energy that is coming through. That is also, I'm picking it up through the strength card. So you're someone that possesses a lot of inner strength. That means that you're also able to maintain your strength inwardly, balance your strength inwardly, because dark forces seek to scatter your strength, seek to scatter your energy, especially through those very early on in life generational cases. So some of them can actually be timed to show up later on in life, for example, through aging. So I could be updating someone that is a generational curse breaker, that is breaking age-related generational curses, and of course they're linked to your birth. If that's you, today's message is definitely for you, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You could be born the 8th of a month, you could be born in August, you could be born August the 8th. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. I'd be updating someone that's also working with Hermes Trismegistus, because lions are magicians. Lions are also very magical, and lions are very clever and intuitive. Knight of Pentacles is also coming through. So you're someone that works really hard. You're someone that also is very productive, and that's also the energy of discipline, that's Saturn energy. So you are a knight in the spirit realm. You are a spiritual knight, and the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight on the tarot deck, because Pentacles is in the physical realm, and it takes longer to manifest in the physical realm than it does in the spirit realm. Everything originates in the spirit realm, and it can be instantaneous to manifest, for example, an idea, a solution in the spirit realm versus it showing up in the physical realm, for example, because some solutions require other preliminary processes before it actually becomes a solution that you can use, for example. So this can take days, weeks, months, years, whatever. So a Knight of Pentacles is someone that stays the course, someone that doesn't get off that horse, someone that doesn't give up, someone that continues to work hard on your ascension, on your healing, on the challenges that you face or encounter on your journey, until the results pay off, until you see the fruits of your labor, because that's what Pentacles are. Pentacles are the fruits of your spiritual labor. They are the materialization of your spiritual seeds. Pentacles can be your finances, can be your wealth. They can also be the closure or ending of generational cases, the resolution of previously unresolved matters. So this is who you are. You are very efficient. You're also someone that is very responsible. So I could also be updating a generational curse breaker that has also reached a maturity level on your spiritual journey, where you are strong enough as that Knight of Pentacles to now face those birth-related or infantile cases, and of course fight and conquer and win and stay on that horse as the Knight of Pentacles. So you're also someone that is very patient. Nine of Pentacles is coming through, and Nine of Pentacles is the energy of restlessness. It's the energy of insomnia. I could be updating a generational curse breaker that has also been dealing with those energies, insomnia, restlessness when you're trying to sleep, it's related to being cursed at birth. I'm hearing it's related to being cursed at birth. And of course, Nine of Swords. Swords is in the air realm, so it's in the spirit realm, and 9 is the number of cycle ending and closure. So Nine of Swords means that you are, because swords are fight energy, they are battle energy. So Nine of Swords means that you are ending those cycles of insomnia, those cycles of sleeplessness, those cycles of anxiety, of PTSD. If you are, hearing this through the message for the first time, it means that you are going on a quest to close out those generational curses. You are going on a quest, but I could also be updating a generational curse breaker that is either closing out the curse itself, or you're closing out a cycle on generational curses related to insomnia, to restlessness, to anxiety, to PTSD, to your mental balance, your mental health in general. And Spirit wants you to know that it's related to your birth information. So it will be a life path number 9. You'll be born the 9th of a month. You'll be born in September. You'll be born September the 9th. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. So 10 of Cups is coming through. 10 of Cups is, today's message definitely feels like the end of a cycle for someone, especially because of the energies that are coming through. The World card is accomplishment, achievement, and 10 of Cups is like love, harmony, happiness, blissful relationships, fulfillment. And this is usually energy that comes at the end of a cycle, when you close out a cycle. And of course, just even physically, these two cards are next to each other. Number 9, the number of cycle ending and closure, and the number 10. 10 is also the number of accomplishment and achievement. So this 10 of Cups echoes the World card as well. So Cups is your emotions, it's your feelings, it's your heart space. So I'm updating a generational curse breaker that is achieving wholeness, completeness, and harmony and bliss in your heart space. And this can also mean in other loving connections with others, like a significant other or family. Take whatever resonates with your soul. And the rest, rainbow energy is also coming through. I'll be updating a light warrior of the rainbow of the Hopi prophecy. You could recently have seen a rainbow or dreamt of a rainbow. The appearance of a rainbow, even on this card like this, is a synchronicity that symbolizes the manifestation or the fulfillment of God's promises over your life. So you're doing it, you're closing out those cycles, you're rescuing, you're freeing your ancestors, your bloodline, your lineage out of those curses that trapped you. You have found a way out, you have manifested a new world, you are in a new world now. Congratulations. And you're manifesting that number 1 energy as well. In numerology, 10 reduces to 1. 1 being the number of new beginnings, and 1 also being the number of winning and ascension. So that is what you are currently manifesting. Congratulations if that's you. Or I will be updating a generational curse breaker that is new to the general spiritual awakening. You're going on a quest to bring back, to reunite your family, to bring that 10 of Cups energy back onto your life, onto your path, or into your life when you go on this quest, when you complete this quest that involves you being cursed at birth. So stay in your self-control and self-mastery in this 4 of Pentacles energy. 4 is the number of stability, and 4 of Pentacles is about grounding yourself, holding yourself steady, and also staying firm in your beliefs, especially beliefs about who you really are, who you incarnated to be. And of course, Pentacles being finances, like in a literal sense. Four of Pentacles is also about saving your money at this time, staying frugal, and maintaining your financial control. I could be updating a Capricorn. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. So it's a repeat of the number 4 in the message. You could be seeing repeating 4s. If you are, that means that the energy of stability is amping up for you on your journey. Stay on that horse. It's that Knight of Pentacles. Stay in your hard work. It's paying off, I'm hearing. You could be 44 years old. You could be born 1944. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. So 3 of Wands is coming through, and 3 is the number of growth. 3 is a catalyst. 3 is also the number of magic, and Wands is your magic. Wands is your fire. Wands is your passion. Wands is also your creativity. So this 3 of Wands energy is about you expanding through your creativity, or since today's message is specifically talking about cursed at birth, the 3 of Wands is about using your creativity to advance as far as unraveling or discovering those curses, those birth curses, and of course closing out on them. So it's also the energy of foresight. 3 of Wands is about foresight. So I'm also updating someone that's going on a vision quest. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. I'll be updating an Aries. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So you'll be a life path number 3. You'll be born the 3rd of a month. You'll be born in March. You'll be born March the 3rd. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. So the Chariot card is coming through. Chariot card is the energy of movement, is the energy of progress. It's also the energy of integration. So it's necessary for this quest for you to pause in that 4 of Swords energy and get more information about what today's message means, cursed at birth. But it's necessary for you to make movement. I'm hearing for someone, but I'm also hearing for someone, yes, someone that is now making a lot of progress, a lot of movement on your journey, because you have done the root work. If you're on an inner child healing journey, it's root chakra healing, it's root work. You have done the necessary work to heal your roots, to heal your family roots, to heal your ancestry roots. You have removed anything that was blighting, that was plaguing your roots. And of course, when you have healthy roots, it means that you have a healthy plant. For example, roots are in reference to plants. So you have a healthy plant. If you have a healthy root system, you have a plant that is a fluid. I know plants stay stationary, they stay in place, but when a plant has healthy roots, it has movement in it. It's not rigid. For example, when the wind blows, it can actually gently move with the wind, and and be fluid, and not crack with resistance at the force of the wind. So I'm definitely updating a generational curse breaker that has removed obstacles. I could be updating someone that's working with Ascended Master Ganesha on this journey. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. 7 is also the number of God. I could also be updating someone that's working with Most High Father God. You could also be Egyptian in this lifetime or past lives. I could be updating someone that's working with Horus. I could also be updating someone that's working with Osiris. I could also be updating someone that's working with Ra. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So you could be a life path number 7. You be born the 7th of a month. You could be born in July. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. So let's step into spiritual warfare oracle messages and see what else Most High Mother and Father God would like you to focus on at this time. If the message resonates with you today and you would like a deep dive into your personal circumstances through a personal reading, a session, coaching, or mentorship, please send me an email. The address is in the channel description. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe if the message resonates with you to help others find it. So illusions is coming through. So I will be updating a generational curse breaker that has been dealing with illusions. I could be updating a generational curse breaker that has been dealing with lucid dream attacks. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. They were, they were cast upon you at birth. You were cursed at birth. So illusions are mind manipulation to make an unsuspecting target see things that are not really there, warping a person's sense of reality. So yeah, it has connection with your birth. So I could also be updating a generational curse breaker that is dealing with with illusions that are touching on your on your childhood, because generational curses like current curses or even attacks can touch on the past like that. Like illusions can touch on your birth information. So I will be updating someone that's dealing with illusions that are also touching on your birth information, whatever that means for you, or touching the event of your birth. So liberation is coming through. You're definitely on the path of liberation, or you've already liberated yourself. Freedom from any negative energy, spell work, curses, or any opposing forces, being released from bondage. A dissipation of illusions. Congratulations, you are manifesting a dissipation of illusions. So remember, these messages are past, present, future. If you haven't already manifested the dissipation of illusions, you are on the path to manifesting the dissipation of illusions, because you are on the path of liberating yourself from those illusions. You are a white magician. You are on the path of light and the use of magic. White magic is the use of magic for the purposes of good, for healing, love, curse removal. You are a generational curse breaker, protection, prosperity, luck, etc. So if you are someone that carries white magic, or you carry the light of God, the light of life, the light of the universe, this can be very readily visible at birth. And of course, if the message is calling you to go to examine who was around you at birth, or since birth, or around the time of your birth, it can even be a stranger. For example, hospital staff, they can notice, because they are in the business of handling or delivering babies, right? So they become experts, or at babies. They become experts at noticing which one is a quiet baby, which one is a crier, for example, right off the bat in the nursery, in the hospital, before the baby goes home. So that's very specific. There's a reason why today's message is touching on the hospital nursery, but today's message is cursed at birth, exactly. So I'd be updating someone who was cursed in the hospital nursery. You were cursed at birth in the hospital nursery. So it's like a further drill down, more grain of information for you. You were cursed at birth, and of course in the hospital nursery. I'd be updating an air sign. The element of air is involved. Spirit already mentioned the element of air. So A is the power of the mind, intellect, communication, and divination. Brings the energies of motion, wisdom, health, imagination, and inspiration. So I'm definitely updating an air bender or an air shaman. You could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius as well. You could be an air sign. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. Or this could also be a call for you to connect with the element of air. And you can do that, for example, besides flying. You can do that through meditation. Through meditation, meditation helps you to connect with the element of air. Secret rituals is coming through. Yeah, secret rituals were done either at the time of your birth or with regards to your birth information. Secret rituals have been done. Ceremonies and rituals done in private to achieve an agenda. This may involve a group of people or done by a solitary practitioner, especially if you're someone that is gifted, someone that has one's energy is magic energy, fire energy. Yeah, that may have been very noticeable and visible, from early on since you were born. So that those birth cases may also have started a chain or a trail of cases on your gifts, on your ones, on your fire, because the root of those cases is in childhood. Because what happens is the very first person to cast that spell, they plant a seed for their brethren or for their kind after them to siphon and harvest your energy, because they planted that seed in you already. So take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. I'll be updating a generational curse breaker that is also unraveling complex pieces of the puzzle in generational curses that have plagued you and your loved ones, because generational curses do tend to be complex. They are multi-pronged, multi-pieced, multiple moving pieces. So you are experiencing growth. Definitely you're someone that is broken generational curses. You're growing through them. You've grown through them. You've gone with the flow and transformed into an evolved person of your former self. That's why that world card shows up for you. You're learning from life's lessons and moving on to new ones in that new world. You're moving on to new ones in that new world. So yeah, I could be updating someone that is, destroyed a coven, a secret society that has been doing rituals on you. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. Soul tie is coming through. So whoever comes to mind as you hear the message today, they have been soul tied to you. A powerful spiritual bond with another person that was formed through a physical, emotional, or spiritual connection. So they may have taken advantage of their connection, their access to you, and cursed you at birth. Babalawo is coming through. So the father of all secrets, a servant of the Ifa, and the deity of Orunmila, well versed in ritual medicine and history of Yoruba tradition. So whoever spirit is talking about, there's also a Babalawo connection. So they could also be a dark magician, because today's message is talking about cursed at birth. So take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. But someone may have been practicing Babalawo magic on you at birth or on your birth information, and gang stalking you. Gang stalking is also coming through. Harassment and intimidation tactics used by a group against a person or small group of people. Mob mentality, a group torturing another person. So yeah, I'm updating someone that has been tortured by a group of people, by others. It's because it's connected to childhood curses or infantile curses. It's also related to whoever was around you when you were born, whoever didn't have any well-meaning intentions towards you, whoever had dark intentions towards you at the time of your birth, they are, this is all the tea about them. This is all the truth about them. They created delusions for you. They've been gang stalking you. Yeah, they can disappear on you, from early on in childhood and gang stalk you your whole life, and be updating a generational curse breaker that has been gang stalked by an ancient, curse, and its practitioner or practitioners and their rituals. Yeah, because they can gang stalk you through their rituals. So I'll be updating someone that has been gang stalked through rituals, and that's what this message definitely is for you. So let's continue on with elemental oracle messages, because the air element is present, so make sure you work with the air element. We are in the age of Aquarius, which of course is the age of air and fire, so you want to make sure that you work with the air element. Remember, connecting with the air element can be as simple as meditation, for example, because that's how you get your mental clarity, your mental strength, and of course power in your mind, because dark forces are always seeking to scatter your mind, to destroy your mind, as a way of then going on to the next level of harvesting your soul or your energy. So you want to make sure that you stay connected with the air element. So let's check into more elements and more elemental oracle messages and see what else Most High Mother and Father God would like you to focus on. So first out is the moon. So definitely you want to make sure that you connect with the moon, because the moon is the revealer of what's hidden in the dark. The moon is the revealer of secrets. The moon is in the realm of truth. So connect with the moon. I could also be updating someone that's working with any of the moon goddesses. I could be updating someone that's working with the Egyptian goddess of the moon, goddess Isis. I could also be updating someone that's working with the Greek goddess of the moon, goddess Hecate. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. The number 7 is repeating in the message, so it's an amping up of those God energies. That means God is very present. 7 makes 7 also a spiritual number. So you'll be 77 years old, you'll be born 1977. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So East is coming through. I'll be updating someone that is from the East, or I'll be updating someone that has originated in the East in this lifetime or past lives. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. Or for someone, the cardinal direction East may be involved in those birth curses. Take whatever resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So you'll be a life path number 3. You'll be born the 3rd of the month. You'll be born in March. I think this is also this is a repeat, is it, of the number 3? Yeah, so the number 3 energies are also amping up the energies of growth and expansion. Real life path number 33, you'll be born the 1933. I will also be updating someone that's from the Messiah bloodline. I'll be updating a descendant of the Messiah bloodline. I'll be updating a Messiah. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. Storms is coming through. Cleansing and storms is coming through. So cleansing, storms. So you're definitely going through cleansing storms if you are currently experiencing spiritual storms. Or I could also be updating a generational curse breaker that has also weathered cleansing spiritual storms. I could be updating someone that is going through a Kundalini awakening or a dark night of the soul. or a purge and purification of sorts. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest to be born the 23rd of a month, be born 1923 or 1932, be 32 years old. You could be 23 years old, be born February the 3rd or March the 2nd. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. Plants, growth and plants is coming through. So definitely you are in a season of growth because you are growing. It's there's a double confirmation. You are growing from from your past mistakes. You are going with the flow. It's double emphasized in another oracle. So definitely the energy of growth is very present. I could also be updating someone that's into plants or plant medicines. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. But plants is indicated here. We born the 19th of a month. We born January the 9th or September the 1st. Will be 19 years old. We born 1991 will be 91 years old. You could be 19 years old. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So marine life is also coming through with richness. So I could be updating someone that lives by the coast. I could be updating someone that has a marine background in this lifetime or past lives. You could resonate with the Little Mermaid. I could also be updating someone that's working with Poseidon. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. I could also be updating a U.S. Marine. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So you could be 32 years old. You'd be born 1932 or 1923. You'd be 23 years old. You'd be born March 2nd or February the 3rd. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. Yeah, so marine life could also have been involved. With the curses, you could also have been cursed by someone. I could be updating an air sign, for example, or someone that lives on the land. You are landlocked, but you may have been cursed by someone that has a marine life or a marine background. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. That's very specific. Only take it if it resonates. So mountain, clarity and mountain are coming through. So yeah, I'm definitely updating a generational curse breaker that has been climbing mountains, because that's what generational curses exes do. They create obstacles for you to climb over. They end up becoming mountains, or they feel like mountains, but as a generational curse breaker, you actually do climb those mountains. And what happens when you climb a mountain? You get a higher vantage point, you get a clearer view of what is really on the ground. So you are manifesting clarity, you are also manifesting mountain energy. You could resonate with Sun Tzu. I could be updating someone that's working with Sun Tzu, but there's a quote that is very resonant with Sun Tzu. That's from The Art of War. Sun Tzu is from The Art of War. You could have read the text, The Art of War. So Sun Tzu in The Art of War states that when it comes to dealing with spiritual challenges, or when it comes to dealing with spiritual battle, well, The Art of War is really written for physical warfare, but I have adapted it to spiritual warfare. So it's like paraphrasing what Sun Tzu has in The Art of War, paraphrasing it into spirituality. When it comes to dealing with your spiritual enemies, when it comes to dealing with spiritual warfare, when they expect you to move, be the opposite of it. Don't move. Be a mountain. Because when you're a mountain, when a dark force is expecting you to move, to take a step, to move forward, it means that you become an obstacle, or you become a delay for them when you stay still. So I'll be updating someone that is also on a quest with Sun Tzu to help you to stay still, when dark forces expect you to move. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. So you could be born the 16th of a month, you could be born 1916, you could be born January 6th or June the 1st, you could be born 1961. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. You could be 61 years old. Take it if it resonates and leave the rest. You could also have lived by a mountain in early childhood. Take it if it resonates and leave the rest. But at the mountaintop is where the clarity is, I'm hearing. So rain is also coming through. So it is, spring season is approaching. So I could be updating someone that is also experiencing spring rains, or water could also be very significant for you. I could also be updating someone that is being activated to connect with the rain in some way, or the rain has been involved, or the rain season. I'm also hearing. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. You could also have been cursed through the rain or in the rainy season. Take whatever resonates with your soul and leave the rest, since the message is about curse at birth. So you could be 35 years old, you could be born 1935 or 1953, you could be 53 years old, you could be born 1953, you could be born May 3rd or March the 5th. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. Speed and movement are coming through, so definitely you are now manifesting movement and speed on your journey, especially because you have removed those generational curses. Because when it dates back to your birth, when it dates back to your childhood, it can actually be a very heavy weight or a heavy block for you on your path if it was something that was cast upon you at birth. So you can imagine what closing out on it does, what removing it does. It helps you to move forward with speed, and of course to and to release any standstills, any deadlocks. So I'll be updating a generational curse breaker that is just released standstills and deadlocks. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. So you could be 42 years old, you could be born 1942 or 1924, you could be 24 years old, you born the 24th of the month, you born April 2nd or February the 4th. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So discipline and time are coming through, and of course Saturn energy already came through. So this could be an activation for someone to work with Saturn energy or work with the crown mother Saturn, or I could also be updating someone that already is doing so. You're someone that is disciplined. You're also someone that is also gifted with time. You have time magic. I could also be updating someone that has also released the need to control time. There's a past message in the channel library titled Release Need to Control Time. This could be a call for you to watch it if you haven't already. So I could also be updating a generational curse breaker whose time was cursed at birth. So your time being cursed at birth can mean several things, but definitely your time on earth would be one of them, meaning death spells to shorten your life, to shorten your time. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. Those cases, if you have been dealing with death spells, with death attacks lately, those are cases that have been propagated since birth, or they're related to infantile cases. Take it if it resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So you could be 41 years old, you could be born 1941, you could be born the 14th of a month, or 1914, you could be born April 1st or January the 4th. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So I'm bringing out the Escape the Matrix Oracle. This is my very own Oracle deck that I downloaded from Source, from the Most High, Mother and Father God. There are messages, there are activations. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. If the message resonates with you and you would like a deep dive into your personal circumstances through a personal reading, a session, coaching, or mentorship, please send me an email. The address is in the channel description. Also, if the message resonates with you today, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to help make the message more visible to others so that they too can come across this healing and illuminating message. Also, if the message resonates with you today and you would like to unblock, boost, or activate your heart chakra, add green hearts to the comments. Divine settlement is coming through, so I'll be updating a generational curse breaker that is also manifesting a divine settlement related to the birth cases or infantile cases that you're closing out on. So in the spirit realm, it already exists for you. You're manifesting divine settlement. So for someone, this might translate into a settlement of sorts in your physical reality. It could be financial in nature, if it's applicable, or it could also be a settlement, as in a settling down of things, because those root causes, because root cases are also root causes of cases that are cast in childhood. They're root causes of what you experience in adulthood. So take however divine settlement resonates with you. You'll be the number 23 is repeating, so you could be seeing repeating 23s, strings of 23. It simply means an amping up of energy around you, so take it if it resonates. So family reunion. Dark forces are trying to interrupt the message. I'm just going to light up some sage. Feel free to do the same. And it's 111 on the counter as well. 111 is an angel number, meaning ascension. You are someone that is ascending. And of course, when you're in ascension energies, opposing forces will be trying to pull you down. So family reunion actually came out in the upright. I just placed it on the counter just because I'm pausing to cleanse the air. It's so funny how the message told on itself. The dark forces were reported in the message anyway, because the air element showed up. So that was my cue to cleanse the air, to vibe cleanse the air, because dark forces are trying to ruin a family reunion. That's the card they were trying to yank out of. That's the card they were trying to yank out of my hand, and they're laughing because it's true. They were trying to distort the message and yank the family reunion card out, so I could be updating a generational curse breaker that is manifesting a family reunion, because you have destroyed those infantile cases. You have destroyed the root causes of problems or cases in your family. Congratulations if that's you. You could be 31 years old, you be born 1931 or 1913, you be born the 31st or the 13th of the month, you be born March 1st or January the 3rd. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So correspondence is coming through. I'll be updating a generational curse breaker that is dealing with attacks that are, coming through correspondence. And again, the message is about cursed at birth. So there's some connection there. These could be attacks through email. These could be attacks through mail or some other type of communication. These are related to cursed at birth or infantile cases. So take it however it resonates with your soul and leave the rest, because some dark forces can actually attack you, reactivate those birth cases, because when an entity casts a curse or a spell, they actually reactivated periodically, whenever they feel like it. So when they reactivate, they can actually do it remotely through correspondence, for example, through email, through text messages, through DMs. They don't have to show up physically. So pay attention to your correspondence. Your attention is being brought to your correspondence about curses or birth curses or cursed at birth that is coming through correspondence. So if you're born the 24th of a month, you'll be born 1924 or 1942, you'll be 42 years old. You'll be born February the 4th or April the 2nd. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. Case dismissed spiritually is also coming through. So whoever spirit is talking about in the message today, they not only cursed you at birth, but they created cases for you. So I'll be updating a generational curse breaker that has been dealing with legal matters or cases created for you in some way. These could be cases at work or cases, with law enforcement. Take it however it resonates with your soul and leave the rest. But that case or those cases are being dismissed in the spirit realm. And of course, all generational cases that have been cast or that have been cast upon you at birth, those are also being dismissed spiritually. In the spirit realm, you have dismissed them yourself. You did it yourself. Congratulations. Case dismissed spiritually. So you can be born the 2nd of a month. You'll be born in February. You'll be born February the 2nd. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. Love yourself is coming through. So yeah, you're being encouraged to love yourself because curses actually strip you of loving yourself. So simply put, love yourself so that you can become whole again. So you can be born the 18th of a month. You can be 18 years old. You can be born 1918 or 1981. You could be 81 years old. You can be born January 8th or August the 1st. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So rebirth is coming through. So love yourself because you are rebirthing yourself, or you have rebirthed yourself, especially because today's message is about being cursed at birth. So rebirth is definitely necessary to undo those, curses. So rebirth yourself is also being activated. You are in a season of rebirthing yourself, or you're being encouraged to rebirth yourself. You could be 21 years old, be born 1921 or 1912, be born the 12th of a month or the 21st of a month, be born February the 1st or January the 2nd. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So protracted battle is coming through. So whoever spirit is talking about in the message today, they cast a protracted battle for you. It's a curse that has, its origins, at the time of your birth. So I'll be updating a generational curse breaker in a protracted battle with a generational curse. And of course, Spirit wants you to know that you've been cursed at birth. It's related to a birth curse. Take it however it resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So you will be born the 17th of a month, you will be born 1917 or 1971, you'll be 71 years old, you'll be born January the 7th or July the 1st. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So divine vindication is also coming through. So whatever strife or situation or straitjacket or maze that was created for you by those curses at birth, you are receiving divine vindication. Divine vindication is being divinely freed from those curses or from any consequences or karma created by those curses. Vindication also can imply or it can imply or mean restitution, or you being paid back, or divine forces balancing out the scales for you through this vindication. So take it however it resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So you'll be born the 13th of a month, you'll be born 1913 or 1931, you'll be 31 years old. You'll be born January the 3rd or March the 1st. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So Speak with Passion is coming through. I'll be updating someone that was born to speak with passion and you were cursed at birth. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. So today's message could be a throat chakra unblocking or activation. Take it however it resonates with your soul and leave the rest. But you are being encouraged to speak with passion. Speak with passion. You could be born the 14th of a month, you could be born January 4th or May or April 1st. You'll be 41 years old, you'll be born 1941 or 1914. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So I'm going to close this part of the message. I hope it has brought someone some healing, some clarity, some illumination. If you would like a deep dive into your personal circumstances through a personal reading, a session, coaching, or mentorship, please send me an email. The address is in the channel description. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe if the message resonates with you to help others find it. And if you would like to unblock, boost, or activate your heart chakra, especially for the multi-dimensional aspects contained in the message for yourself, add green hearts to the comments. So I'm going to wrap it up now with angel answers. For anyone that has a question for your angel or angels and you would like them to reply through this oracle, now is the time. Please think of your question as I shuffle the cards. Angels, what is the angel answer for my soul tribe? What is the angel answer for my soul tribe? So communicate clearly is coming through. Definitely the curses were related to your gift of communication. So you have broken the curse. You are able to communicate clearly, or you are being activated to communicate clearly. I'll be updating a generational curse breaker that has broken generational curses related to your speech. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. It could also resonate with dolphin energy. This could also be a dolphin activation for someone through the message today. Dolphins are very smart, very intuitive, and also very powerful communicators in the big, vast ocean. So your question doesn't have to have had anything to do with today's message, but if your question resonates with communicate clearly as an answer, then that is your angel answer. So that's all I have for you today, Soul Tribe. I would like to take this opportunity to close this message and to wish everyone a beautiful day, living your best life. Until next time, one earth, one love, peace.